guys, it's Michelle from Little Mama's House, and I'm here today to do a reveal of a bag that I just picked up from Louis Vuitton yesterday, fresh from repair. But before I start, I did want to apologize because I have not been filming much at all lately the past month, and that's for a couple of reasons. First and foremost is that I have been sick. I still have a very sore throat all the time. I'm always losing my voice. My voice is always sounding scratchy, and I apologize if I clear my throat a million times during this video, but I can't help it, so I'm sorry. They haven't figured out yet why I just have this perpetual sore throat. The doctor thinks it's just my allergies are just overwhelmingly severe this year, so I'm hoping that is all it is. But that's the first reason. The second reason is that I've been super busy with my shop. I've had a lot of orders coming in, and my priority is to get those done and out to the customers as quickly as I can. So sometimes filming has to take a back seat to that. I know I was going to do a Q&A last month, and the reason I didn't do that is because I didn't get enough questions. So if you want to continue to submit questions for that, once I do get enough to make it a worthwhile video, I still will do a Q&A. I just didn't have enough questions to really make it worth it. It would have been boring to sort of watch me answer 3 questions. And the third reason why I have not been filming much lately is because this little fellow has gone back to school, and this year he goes to preschool 3 days a week. And so I have just been busy with him, getting him into the routine of 3 days a week of school, which is a lot for a 4-year-old after having a full summer vacation where he could just sort of do whatever he wanted. So those are the reasons I haven't been.
I want to climb up the light and hang.
You want to climb up the light and hang.
Mama, can I
and
hang?
This is why I haven't been filming. So those are the reasons I haven't been filming. But I do hope to try to get back to filming some more as I'm starting to feel better, and the ragweed season is hopefully coming to a close here. I'm feeling a little bit better, and hopefully I'll be able to start filming a little bit more for you. But anyway, now to the main event. I wanted to show you all this bag. So I just picked this up from Kylon. I had shown this before I had dropped it off, and I hadn't been sure yet of what exactly I was going to repair on it, whether it was just the piping or all the leather. So this has been out at the mothership being repaired for close to 9 weeks almost, 9 to 10 weeks. But it's finally back, and so I wanted to show it to you. So first thing I'm going to show is I did get the new packaging. I didn't get a box. That's okay, because I don't keep my bags in a box. I keep them in the dust bag. But I did get the new bag, and a lot of people have been complaining about the new look of the bags, and I actually sort of like it. I think it's a little different. I think it's nice sometimes to have a change. I don't find really it much different than the old bags. So I also have the new receipt caddy, and this actually I was not disappointed but a little surprised at. It is slightly larger. You see, here's the old one from when I dropped it off, and then this is the new one I just got when I picked it up. So the receipt caddy is slightly bigger. It's the same height, it's just slightly longer. The material is almost the same. I would say, if anything, the old one feels a little thicker than the new one, but it's a minor difference. It's not something that's really a big deal. So there's that. But the difference that I didn't like about this is that for whatever reason, when they manufactured these, and I don't know if it's just this one that I got or if it's an issue with all of them, this little spot where the card is supposed to go is shorter than the card. And this is me. I'm OCD. It drives me nuts, right? So if you look in the old one, the card fits perfectly in the little slot. There's no ripping. It can go in and out really easily. And I keep every one of these. When I buy a bag, when I have a bag repaired, I keep these every single time. It's just a good place to store my receipts, my records of purchase and all of that. So I always keep these, and I always keep the card, so I know, you almost always get my things from Kylon, my SA, but in case I was ever to get something or pick it up when she wasn't there and I had a different card, I'd always have the card of whoever helped me with that particular purchase. And the card doesn't fit easily into this slot on the new ones, and it's just, I had to rip it to get it in, and I was like, ugh, I don't like that. So that's really the only difference, minor difference, and obviously is not going to turn me off of Louis Vuitton, but I sort of thought, hey, I would expect them to have manufactured them properly. But whatever. So Kylan also did, of course, as she always does, hook me up with a new drawstring dust bag. I don't think that this is one of the new dust bags. It doesn't look like some of the dust bags that people have been showing, the newer ones that are slightly like a weird color. I think this was just an original one. So thankfully I got a good dust bag. But obviously the main event is my newly repaired Manhattan PM. And yes, I did. I did the whole bag. And it came out fantastic. I couldn't be more happier with how it looks. It's fantastic. Now, a quick thing. A lot of people say if you ever see a Louis Vuitton that has plastic on the handles, they don't come that way. They don't come that way if you buy a new bag. If you send your bag for repaired, this is how it comes back. I've repaired, I think, 4 bags now, and every time it comes back with plastic on handles. I'm glad it does, because when you check this out, I'm going to open this now for you here for the first time. And when you see how pristine and perfect and new these handles are, I am glad they come back with plastic on it, because otherwise it would just get destroyed. It's not like I'm sitting there waiting for the delivery man to give it back to my SA. It sat in Louis Vuitton for almost a week before I could get out there and go pick it up. So if it didn't have the plastic on it, and I'm not saying anything would happen to it, but it's just an extra layer of protection. When you get your new bag back. So I did all of the exterior vachetta. At first, when I showed it to you, the piping had been all ripped on all 4 corners. So obviously, the piping is now perfect. And the handles are also perfect. The handles were really sort of scratched up on the original, and I had conditioned them and whatever, but I love the Manhattan PM. This is just one of my favorite bags. The way it looks, the koala snaps on the front pockets. I love this bag. And so, I thought, why just do half? Why just do the piping? And yeah, that'll make it look good, but then I'd still, I want to carry this, and I'd still have those sort of old-looking handles. And even though they were clean, they weren't water spotty or anything. They just weren't new. And I thought that this bag, especially for the price that my husband got it for, it was worth it. It's a discontinued model. So you can't get this anymore. This is like a new bag. It's like a new Manhattan, and that's unavailable other than having all of your leather replaced. So that's what I did, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, I'm afraid to touch it. Not really. I will be carrying this bag. I don't put my bags away and leave them in the closet. I use all of my bags. So I didn't have them touch the pockets. And they didn't need to be touched, but I didn't have them touch the pockets or the inside. I just had them do the leather. And I mean, the transformation, and I'll insert a picture of what it looked like before I dropped it off for repair right now. And so look at what it looked like before I sent it in compared to how it looks now. It's such a stunning difference. And again, the inside, I got another one of these. This is just my little repair card inside that just says that, this lighting is awful. Just a card that says that the product has been repaired by Louis Vuitton, by their expert craftsmen who work meticulously to restore your product to the highest standards of quality, and their contact number in case anything is not to the standard that I would expect it to be. But this repair was perfect. And Kylan always checks the bags when they come back in. She's meticulous, so she checks over the bag before she even calls me to tell me it's ready. I know she's looked at it and she's inspected it, and I completely trust her that if she says it's perfect, it's perfect. So, and of course I check it myself when I pick it up. But the inside didn't need to be touched, because as you can see, the inside of this was spotless. I have to really credit my husband. He did a really good job at finding this bag. And originally, I didn't think he was going to let me keep it. I thought we were going to buy it and resell it. But when he heard the story of how this was like the bag to have when I was younger and I didn't have it, he graciously said that I didn't have to sell it. So here it is, the Manhattan PM. Let me stand up. I'll show you how it looks on. And this is one of those bags that's just the perfect size for somebody who's shorter like me. That it's not too big or too overwhelming. It's just right, and all my stuff will fit beautifully. I don't even think I need a purse organizer in this. It's probably a little too small even for my smallest purse organizer. So it's just the right size for carrying not too much stuff, which is sort of nice because when I bring my Neverfull, everybody hands me stuff to carry. I've got my husband's wallet, I've got his phone, I've got his keys, I've got my wallet, my phone, my keys. I have little misters, toys, and all sorts of stuff when I have the Neverfull. And when I carry a smaller bag, I sort of have the excuse of saying, oh, there's no room in the bag, I can't carry it all, sorry. Which is the mother of the year, I guess. But, sometimes I don't like to be the pack mule. I like to just have my bag with my stuff in it, and they can fend for themselves. They're big boys. So it'll be a nice change to, move into the smaller bag, I think, for a couple weeks. As long as the weather stays nice here, I'm going to carry this, hopefully this weekend. But, it's always iffy here in the fall in New England. You never know when rain's coming or what have you. So, excuse me. What I have been carrying around and what I said that I feel like a pack mule lately is that I have been toting around my new, to me, pre-loved Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the Damier Ebene. And this bag I got pre-loved off eBay for a very, very good price. I know I paid under $600 for it. So it was a really good price. It only has a couple of little condition issues, one being that the glazing on the handles is old. It's not chipping or falling off or anything like that. It's just, you can tell that it's worn. And then there's a couple of spots, I'll show you, on the rim. Where are they? They're very small. There's a couple of spots on the rim, right there. Can you see that? Where some of the Ebene leather is starting to get a little bit cracked. It's not bad. There's another scuff mark over here on this side. And then the only other condition issue with it when I bought it was that I don't know what you call this, the drawstring on this side of the bag. If you look here in the right light, you can see that it's sort of got that, I know this was like a known error with some of these. It sort of has that wrinkle in it. So this is actually going to go, I couldn't wait. I started carrying it right away. It's got the red interior, which I love. And this bag is from, let me check my date code for you because I don't remember off the top of my head, but this bag is from 2009. Made in France, 19th week of 2009. So it's older. It's one of the original models, not the newer model. It didn't come with a pouch or anything like that. At least not as being pre-loved. While I was at Louis Vuitton, it's so big. While I was at Louis Vuitton yesterday picking this guy up, I did drop off something else, which I won't show you until it comes back. But I dropped off something else, and then after that, I'm going to send this in and have all of the leather replaced because this bag is not very much to do that. So this is going to be next on the agenda. It doesn't, and Kylan and I were just talking about it yesterday, that it doesn't really need it right now. I mean, it could go another 5-10 years probably without doing it. But I'm me, and I would rather do it now rather than do it later when the price for repairs goes up or risk it getting significantly worse or anything happening to the canvas, and then at that point they wouldn't be willing to touch it. So this is going to get dropped off rather soon too, but I'll show you this on. Now this is a bit of a big bag for me, and even though a lot of people say that Neverfull is very comfortable for them to carry, I find that my neck starts to get really tired and sore when I've been carrying this for a while. Here's what it looks like on. And I do have a Neverfull in monogram that is the PM size, which is a little bit more manageable for me. The MM is just, when you're under 5 feet, the MM is sort of a little bit big. But I do like the Damier for the fall here in New England because, as I said before, our weather is very unpredictable. We can go from having a beautiful sunny day to having rain within 15 minutes and then back to sun. So it's good to know that when I'm carrying this, I don't have to worry about it. It's just, I feel like a pack mule. So I will be switching into the Manhattan for this weekend, which is going to be, I think, a little bit of a relief for my shoulders. So I just wanted to show you this because this is the newest bag I've added to the collection since I last filmed. So here they are, the two newest bags. I do have, and I apologize, like I said, for not filming, but I do have some tutorials that I'm trying to work my way through getting finished for you coming up. So please make sure you subscribe to those. I'll do an update with some customer bags. If you have questions, please submit them so that we can do that Q&A video. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.